try your luck. A lot of these demons just trying us. New man alive, I can't die enough. Jews they been black, no denying us. These curses been on me, can't cry enough. Longing all day for the freedom. I got some enemies more than just eat them. They don't understand it, he told you in Peter. Trying to get back to the garden of Eden.
This the last show, the righteous judge standing at the door. 6 rings on me. Like MJ, 2/3 got to go. Double honors, we a flock of kings. Great light shining on the earth. The laws of Yah can't cut the corners. Tree of life is not a stain on us. Watch me whip a chariot. BHI, they put the blame on us. The Bible is a weapon. And you know we always got that thing on us. Who gon' rise up for the king? Chain me faster than an eye can blink. Redeem me from Edom. These last days ain't no time to faint. Yup.
Big things popping. Wartime, the great horde dying, and them bombs need dropping. Most high about to switch a noodle, go Alfredo on them pastas. Cooking coons in the month of June, they can't barbecue like Papa. What you must forgot about Sodom, don't give me no lip. Especially if you send me on ships. Sauce, I don't need no chips, Sherry is gon' dip. Coons of October, that's it. New Jerusalem, that's this.
Gotta run it back, that's a hit. Backslide on the God, get your wings split. Nation gon' die, it's over, that's it. Babylon burning like a torch that lit. Watch the tone, it's the last trump. Bombs dropping like a bass drum. 10,000 at my right. And in the 7th trump, thy kingdom come. Don't get caught on the heathen side and lose your chance on the holy bride. Destroying Edom and all his pride. After 1,000 years, he gon' fry.
Incense, smoke, please don't choke. You need prophets, OJ, no pope. Hope they caught it off the ropes. Truth, I bought it, Baghdad, hope.
This world cold, let my soul glow. Wisdom twofold, please save my soul. Auction blocks, my forefathers soul. The greatest comeback, legends of old.
Turn that bass up, Ace.
Get it and go, the game in trouble, everything that you know, it came with a struggle, we shine like gold, I came from nothing, the weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle, we ain't pulling muscle, and we ain't pulling muscle, the weight of the world, we ain't pulling muscle, and we ain't pulling muscle, we get it and go, the game in trouble, everything that you know, it came with a struggle, we shine like gold, I came from nothing, the weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle, we ain't pulling muscle, and we ain't pulling muscle, the Israelite man, the weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle, hey. Hold the line, I prefer the meal, you can hold the fries. True gospel, you can hold the lies. I can see these demons like a poltergeist. When we left out of Egypt, they soul was crying. Now we heading to the promised land. We all in order like a marching band. Spiritual rock, your house built on sand. Hey, we get it and go. In the desert, you know that them heads gon' roll. Face the sun, put their heads on the pole. When Christ come, you know we all gon' know. New body and it ain't gon' fold. It ain't gon' fold. Got a new body and it ain't gon' fold. Hey, it ain't gon' fold. Hey. Join the discussion, take hold on the mission, refrain from sinning and watch how we win in the doctrine we in it. My bro get the kingdom and women and children, home nation we need them and sit on the throne like Paul and Peter. 12 guess we in it, we hot out the meter. We all in one mind with a Spanish or Creole or English, we call it your city. Get it and go, the game in trouble, everything that you know, it came with a struggle. We shine like gold, I came from nothing, the weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle. We ain't pulling muscle, and we ain't pulling muscle, the weight of the world, we ain't pulling muscle. And we ain't pulling muscle, we get it and go, the game in trouble, everything that you know, it came with a struggle, we shine like gold, I came from nothing, the weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle, we ain't pulling muscle, and we ain't pulling muscle, the Israelite man, the weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle, hey.
From pushing bricks in Egypt, to pushing rocks on the corner, from yellow fever to AIDS and gonorrhea, now we fighting with the Rona, but we ain't pulling muscle, whoa, got lost in the shuffle. Then I pull out the Bible and pick up the pieces, treat it like a puzzle. If you a dog, this the mother, shut up. I'm baptized, you the sweat up. Running plays, this the setup. Mighty men never let up. This that David and Jonathan. Not a sprinter, marathoning in. Run it again. Okay, you get tired, just run it again. Hood back, I got reading, I'm running it again. I got preachers, I'm cutting again. Hiroshima, push the button again. I drop bombs, give me palms, I got something to win. The kingdom at hand, only us can get in. I mean, we, the sheep, the reason why we hit the streets. Sheesh, learn the commandments and keep. Romans 13, wake up from your sleep. Game time, no, we down for the sweep.
Go, the game in trouble, everything that you know, it came with a struggle. We shine like gold, I came from nothing, the weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle. We ain't pulling muscle. And we we ain't pulling muscle. The weight of the world, we ain't pulling muscle. And we ain't pulling muscle. We get it in gold. The game in trouble. Everything that you know, it came with a struggle. We shine like gold. I came from nothing. The weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle. We ain't pulling muscle. And we ain't pulling muscle. The Israelite man, the weight of the world. We ain't pulling muscle. Hey.
Applying pressure to the pedal breaking. Lord know we dedicated. Revealing truth to our people, we been miseducated. Great awakening taking place and they can't decimate it. Truth serum that can't be replicated. Get medicated, this that Psalms 107, ain't it? We got this truth and can't keep calm. On the corner dropping bombs, can't be detonated. Jump from coast to coast like LeBron, but we never traded. Got the breath of life in my lungs, I'm resuscitated. Precepts, the only P we pushing in this heat, hitting harder than the desert eagle bullet. Hit the earth with the line, let it sink and we gon' hook 'em. We had idols in our mind, heard this word and we forsook 'em. All in Memphis, no more rent, we raising up to 12. They say the truth hurts, so we labor and travail. From NYC to Houston, from LA to Riverdale, talking truth, taking the kingdom in the gates of wicked hell. Something we do every day, and I don't care if what I'm saying make you feel away. Yeah, let's talk truth. Let's talk about it. Let's talk truth. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk truth. Yeah, hear what I'm saying. Let's go inside the book. Let me go make it plain.
Welcome back to another week of
Let's Talk Truth.
Today you got myself, Captain Emmanuel, to my right.
Officer Baruch.
To his right.
Officer Zachariah.
To my left.
Officer Jonah.
To his left.
Officer Hezekiah.
All praise to the Most High. As y'all can see the title for the day, The Truth About TikTok. Now, you know, we've done topics about social media, which is, kind of like a broad topic, right?
Right.
But there's a very good reason why we're zooming in on TikTok today. TikTok is a special instrument, of Satan. All right, we're going to get into that today. Right. So make sure y'all tune in. Now, I want to say this in the most humblest way possible, right? You got to know yourself, right? I've always known from the day that I heard about TikTok and how it works that my spirit is too weak to download that app. Right. You understand? Right. So to this day, all praise to the Most High. I have never operated a TikTok account, never had the app on my phone. All praise to the Most High God. And doing my research, the spirit was protecting me. Because I'm not built for that. I'm not built to have that access to that drug on my damn phone. Right. You understand? So I'll pray to the Most High. Lord's willing, the Lord use us to deliver some souls today. Because I don't give a damn what you might be in denial, but a lot of people that use TikTok understand it is an addiction. And a biblical way to identify an addiction it's basically idolatry. It is what it is. Right. You understand? So Lord's willing, y'all tune in, get edified, and it's help a lot of us unplug from the wiles of Satan that have us occupied in things that's unfruitful. You understand?
That's right.
Matter of fact, let's open up with the Proverbs 8 and 6 first.
Yes, sir.
Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 6. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things.
Read.
For my mouth shall speak truth.
For what?
For my mouth shall speak truth.
Let's talk truth. Read.
And wickedness is an abomination to my lips.
So that's what we do on this show, right? We bring out the truth about these various topics, whether you like it or not. You understand? We may become your enemy because we tell you the truth. We know that's how it go. Matter of fact, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but on Monday night, I did a class, filled in for Captain Joel for the Man Up Mondays, right? And I went over social media influencers versus God's influence. And I'm actually going to use one of the videos I went over on that show. But in the comments, you know how you go back. Excuse me, I cannot look at the comments while I'm teaching ever. I don't do that. I'm not built for that. You understand? So I go and look back at the comments when I'm done. And a woman was coming, and this is why I can't look at the comments, because the whole class would have just turned to her.
Right.
But a woman commented, she was like, out of all the things in the world, this what he want to talk about? Because I was the reason for the season was this social media influencer named Cassinet, who influenced hundreds of our youth to do damage in New York or whatever, public damage, basically a riot. They got arrested and charged. It was on CNN.
Right.
You understand? So I used that as a gateway to address social media influencers as a whole, the pull that they have on the minds of the youth. But going in on that, brother, right, bringing that to light, the woman said, out of all things, why would he talk about this? Obviously, he watches him too. And she said, I got 2 kids, 2 teenagers, and they think he's an idiot. So I'm like, okay, first of all, they better, what the hell, your kids better think he a damn idiot. What the hell wrong? You know why we do these shows, why we address these topics? Obviously, you got kids that been influenced to go and commit crimes and get arrested. They need the scriptures brought out about him to show that they don't need to be following him. Do you not know what we do this for?
Right.
You understand? For one. For two, I don't watch that little niglet. All praise to the Most High. The Lord has given me the spirit to be able to glean from stuff pretty quickly. The day I did the class was the first day I ever went on the brother's YouTube channel. You understand? And I was able to make enough inferences to be able to address the topic. All praise to the Most High. But for you brothers and sisters, I'ma just listen. For those of y'all who know the truth, especially you women, when y'all watch us address the topics and go over these things, be quiet. Just watch. And if you don't like the topic, go watch another. We got a whole IUIC TV app with nothing but truth content. If you don't like when we address the things of the world to try to pull the people in from the world, which is our main mission, go watch IUIC TV. Go watch 15 Minutes with the Captains. Go watch Class. You understand? Do not come in the comments and try to criticize like the Lord should be using you to do the classes of the radio. What the hell wrong with you?
What the hell?
You understand?
You better shut your black lips.
You know, said that to say, this is why we go over these topics, right? Mainly to get our people in a world that's hooked to the God of this world, Satan. You understand? And also, believe it or not, which you may be naive to, sister, some of y'all may be naive to, these same hooks are in a lot of the brothers and sisters in the truth, especially the teenage brothers and sisters in the truth. A lot of y'all same parents that'll get on the comments and say, my 16 and 18-year-old think he's an idiot. These same teenagers you think that about got things hidden in their phone, you understand, that would shock your world.
Wait a minute.
And I'm saying that because I have knowledge of it. I actually was involved in the judgment of an incident that involved a 16-year-old. Right? The brother was switching, you know how you switch, what's the name? Services. So when you switch services and they transferred the stuff to the new phone, something just popped up on the phone for him to see from his daughter's phone. And it was his daughter getting her back blown out in their house.
Come on now, dog.
You understand? So telling y'all, these things are these topics, and when we address this stuff is very, very necessary, not only to the people in the world, but also to the brothers and sisters in the truth, especially the youth. Right. So shut your ignorant to the what's going on, naive. Just be quiet. Fall back.
Black lips.
We got this. All right. And this video right here, if this don't bring you to the understanding of the vitality, you know what I'm saying? The urgency of us having to address this stuff, then you might as well be in the world. You sleep. Because there is literally a term called the TikTok brain. You understand? The TikTok brain. Put that on the screen, please. Let's get that.
Hey, shout out to IT. We got Cap rolling in the spirit of the Lord, and y'all gonna slow it down,
y'all
bro.
quenching me. Y'all quenching me. The first video. All right? The first video. Let's play that. Come on.
Click it. Sound.
All praise to the Most High. Let's go. Let's play it. We got a lot of stuff to get through today. All right. All right, come on. Let's play. Can't they just hit the space button? All right.
On today's Mental Health and Me, we're taking a closer look at our phones, specifically TikTok.
Dr. Cheryl Ziegler joining us now. She is our 9 News mental health expert. We love talking to you on Mondays. Dr. Ziegler, let's break it down. What is TikTok brain?
So TikTok brain is something that we know has been going on for years, but finally we have the research to support it. And what that means is that the brains, particularly the developing brain of young children and teens, is starting to get quite used to these short form videos, to the point where what the actual brain science behind it is that we see dopamine, which is your feel-good hormone. It is what is involved in addiction. It's what's involved in the reward circuitry of your brain. We see that it gets spiked up. So when they're looking through and they're scrolling through these real quick videos, that's what's happening. They're getting these dopamine hits that feel good, just the way it does when people sometimes use drugs or they use alcohol or they become addicted to other things. And so that's now kind of the frightening data to support what we've wondered all along, which is, yes, in fact, there is an actual neurological reason why looking at those kinds of videos is just so addicting.
Yeah, so addicting. And then I just saw on the screen some of the things, the negative things that come with this as well. But you're right. I mean, most people know a teen or preteen that literally can just sit there for hours. So what happens when you're just scrolling and you just can't stop?
Yeah, so what happens is we're starting to see an increase in ADHD. You're less likely to be able to focus, have longer periods of attention and concentration. Reading seems boring. Even watching a movie, they say, is starting to seem boring to kids because it's just too long. They don't have the attention span for it. And then there's, of course, all of the other effects in terms of disrupting their sleep, becoming more irritable, have a difficulty transitioning off of it, and, even weight gain. I mean, there's a lot of negative effects from constantly having these dopamine hits and not having good regulation around it.
And I admit, there was a time where I was on...
Pause. All right, so what I want y'all to do is really pay attention and examine what she's saying, right? So what hooks the people on TikTok, especially the youth, is the dopamine levels. It spikes the dopamine levels because every 60 seconds you get a new video, you get new content. You understand? So it spikes the dopamine levels, right? Dopamine is the same, what's it called? Hormone, whatever.
Hormone.
Yeah, the same hormone that, that spikes when you sniff coke. Yep. You understand? And all manner of drugs or whatever. So it's literally... basically an additive. TikTok is an additive. So once you get hooked to that, your brain, your nerves, your neurological system adjust to that pattern. So it transcends, and not only when you use the app, but in life in general. So it becomes harder for these, remember last time we went over the truth about the education system, right?
Right.
And the goal is not to educate, but to actually dumb the masses down to be able to control them. So TikTok, and the thing about it is TikTok was not made by the so-called white man. We're going to get into that, right? But it's definitely helping them out. But anyway, basically, through the usage of TikTok, kids' minds, they whole framework of their mindset will be compromised. You understand? Meaning what? The ability to focus, the ability to read. They won't be interested in reading. They won't be interested in writing. Think about it. Your mind is trained to where you see people quickly upload a video speaking, right? You consume multitudes of information within 60 seconds. So why would I sit down and read through pages? Why would I sit down and write pages when I could just da-da-da-da-da-da? You understand?
Right.
When you could just go in there and look at in 60 seconds, I know about the whole history of 1919 Red Summer.
Come on.
I didn't have to sit through a 3-hour documentary. You understand? So just the whole sociological effect of that all, like they won't be, like the engagement with actual human beings in the world, they can't look at you in the face and hold a conversation for 20 minutes. They looking down, short attention span, they not paying attention, they not focused. They got to look at their phone every 30 seconds. You understand?
Right.
It's literally destroying the minds of everybody that use it, but especially the youth. Go ahead, officer.
I was gonna say, you just made me think of when magician, the magic people.
Magician?
Yeah, magician, right? So when they
Magician.
magician.
Yes.
So when they when they hypnotize folks, right? They use the little, or some of them use the where they snap the fingers or whatever, or the little circle and get you looking at it.
Like
that's
TikTok.
That's what it is. That's all witchcraft. It's to get you consumed to whatever they doing, whatever they pushing, and all of a sudden, the only reason you jump out of it is somebody scream at you, you about to hit a car, something crazy happened, or something to get your attention to snap out of that moment of illusion. And that's what TikTok is.
Yep.
Damn.
All right, go to 2 minutes, 51 seconds. 2 minutes and 51 seconds. 2 minutes, 51 seconds.
It yourself, like literally set.
All right. Go ahead. Just play it. Just play it. Go ahead.
To get off and limit that. Make sure it's short. It's short term. Also, there are TikTok is going to have these reminders now that say like stand up, take a break, drink some water. So when those reminders come up, listen to them. And
so that was on the bright side remark, right? On the bright side, TikTok is going to have these things that pop up while you're using it that say stand up, take a break, go to sleep, right? So you hear that, that's not an on the bright side type of thing. Watch this. Go to 3 minutes 25 seconds. 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Past that. It's past that. It's past that. It's past that. There we go. All right, play.
To get off of the app is kind
All right, go
of
back,
insane.
go back. Right there. Go ahead.
The fact that the app has to give you reminders to get off of the app is kind of insane.
That is, yeah.
So that's the proper reaction to hearing that on the bright side remark. The fact that it has to tell you, you understand how to regulate your usage, that's insane. It's literally controlling you.
Come on, man.
You understand? It's literally controlling you. Right? Watch this. Go to Romans chapter 6. Now, this is talking about sin, but just think about it, right? It's literally telling you when to activate your body, when to do this, when to do that, right? Mm-hmm. You are in full submission to an app. You understand? Romans chapter 6 and verse 19.
The book of Romans chapter 6 and verse 19.
Go ahead.
I speak after the manner of men.
Read 16.
Verse 16. Know ye not that whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey.
So she said that the app, because it has gotten so bad with the people that abuse the app, they addicted to it. They lose track of time, it affects their sleep, so on and so forth. That the app has to now tell you, stand up, take a break, and you will obey. You will, oh yeah, I need to put it down, right?
Thanks, TikTok.
It says, know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, read?
His servants ye are, to whom ye obey.
That means you're a slave to that app.
Damn.
You understand that device has enslaved you. If it has to tell you when to get off and when to stop and regulate your usage, you are a slave to that.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, bro. We gotta repent from this. We gotta unplug from this damn app. This thing come with demons, evil spirits.
I would say, and the people that own this, which is who own it now? There was what's the name about on Instagram, but the people that own it, they are part of the elite. So guess what? They in the same thought that Bill Gates has, is to control the world. So they using this.
Hey,
in the stages.
Somebody had mentioned, I think it was maybe Deacon Law, but he was telling you how on TikTok you don't choose what's next.
Like we gonna get into that.
Right.
We gonna get right into that. All right. But look, y'all, before we get into that, we gotta deal with the reality radar. All right. So put that on the screen, y'all. Reality radar.
Reality.
All praise to the Most High God.
Radar.
All right. It's a lot going on in the world, and we choose to deal with this because this right here is a sneak preview of the destruction to come. Matter of fact, can we read that first? Give me 2 Peter 3 verse 10. So the Lord warned us, right, how we should be conducting ourselves in the last days based on how he's returning, right? And a lot of us don't believe it. A lot of us don't really fathom what this is saying. But events like this give you, like I said, a sneak preview. You can kind of comprehend what's to come and actually meditate on it and use it to instill some fear in yourself. All right, read what you got.
The book of 2 Peter, chapter 3 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
When you least expect it, read.
In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Read.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
So the elements, right, like you learned about the periodic table in chemistry, you understand all of the elements will melt in that day with fervent heat. Go ahead.
The earth also and the works that there are in shall be burned up.
So the whole earth is going to receive this fervent heat. Not just the island. You understand? But watch this. Read on.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved.
So notice the word in the beginning. It says seeing then, right? The problem with our people is reading is not enough. You read fervent heat, but you don't really understand fervent heat until you see it.
Right.
So Peter said, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved. Read.
What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
So this should put fear in our heart, a healthy fear of God to conduct ourselves in righteousness, so we won't be victims of this fervent heat in that day. But just in case you really don't know what that looks like, you really don't understand what comes with fervent heat. Like I said, this event right here that took place in Hawaii gives you an idea. All right, play that for us.
We continue to follow breaking news out of Maui. The county says the death toll now is up to 55. And tonight, more images from Lahaina's Front Street and the neighborhoods where homes are now gone, plus stories of survival. ABC's Gio Benitez reports from Maui.
Neighborhoods on Maui tonight in ruins, fire-ravaged communities reduced to rubble, embers still smoldering. Those explosive fires claiming at least 53 lives, and fears tonight more bodies will be found. At sunup, we headed out by boat to see firsthand the staggering destruction of Hawaii's one-time capital, Lahaina, its shoreline scorched. Dramatic new drone video showing hundreds of homes and businesses in ashes. Right now, we are in front of that famous Front Street here in Lahaina, and you can just see it is completely destroyed. Home to so many historical landmarks, businesses, shops, restaurants, and of course, right there is that 150-year-old banyan tree beloved by so many here. We walked through the streets, witnessing apocalyptic scenes. Homes, apartments, restaurants, all leveled. So we've made it to Lahaina. This is as far as we can get because they're still working on that search and rescue effort. But you can just see these are homes. These were once amazing homes right here on the water on Front Street, and they're just gone. Anchor David Ono of our Los Angeles station KABC on the ground here too.
Right here behind me is a classic Lahaina neighborhood, and as you can see, the devastation is vast. Many homes on this one city block have gone up in flames.
Al Crisostomo escaping, but fearing his home is gone.
It was a huge black smoke back then, and it's indescribable.
Tonight, terrifying new video of the moments those flames overtook this town. People forced to drive through walls of fire and suffocating smoke. The harrowing escape.
Fires on Front Street!
Boat crew member Dustin Johnson racing to warn others about the oncoming flames.
If anybody's still out here, the fire is on Front Street and it is time to go.
Sean Doherty and his girlfriend among those jumping into the ocean.
At one point, it seemed like drowned. They inhaled a lot of water.
He says a first responder told them to get out. The situation wasn't going to get better, but Doherty was now barefoot.
So you can get out. Y'all get the gist of what happened. This happened in Hawaii. The town was literally destroyed by fire. You understand? And the death toll is rising as we speak. Right now, it's currently 55, right? Now, I just want to get two quick precepts. Get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11. Now, you know, of course, it's unfortunate, per se, that people lost their life. It's a disaster. But we must understand that when the Lord visits the earth in this manner, it's to provoke us to fear, to get our mind right. You understand? Because that's like a damn a sprinkle on the ice cream cone. You know what I'm saying? That's just a damn grain of sugar on a funnel cake. Like, that's nothing.
Right.
You understand? Watch this. Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 17. So the Lord here is talking about how he plagued Egypt. He destroyed Egypt according to their idols, right? But he could have did a much worse, but he did it in the fashion that he did to show forth an example of how he operates in mercy. Watch this. Read what you got.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11 and verse 17. For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form, won't it not means to send among them a multitude of bears?
I could have sent among them a multitude of bears whose teeth has a spirit in it created for vengeance. I could have sent a multitude of bears. Go ahead.
Or fierce lions.
I could have sent fierce lions. Read.
Or unknown wild beast, full of rage, newly created.
Stop. The Lord said, if I get mad and if I wanted to, I can create out of nowhere.
This is crazy.
New species and animals. To do what? Read on.
Breathing out either a fiery vapor.
Breathing out either a fiery. He can create animals like this to breathe out either a fiery vapor or what?
Or filthy scents of scattered smoke.
If he wanted to, he could do that. He could send them loose in the earth. Damn. Go ahead.
Or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes.
Read.
Whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight.
But just the sight alone of seeing those newly created beings come on the scene, just the sight alone,
utterly destroyed them.
So that's why, look, when Christ cracked the sky, before the flames hit a lot of people, just the terrible sight, people gonna drop dead. You understand? The Lord said he can create things for vengeance that just at the sight of them coming, the people will be utterly destroyed. Read on.
Yea, and without these might they have fallen down with one blast.
With what?
With one blast.
Lord said, I ain't even got to do all that. I ain't got to send no bears, no lions, no new animals. I can destroy a nation with what?
One blast.
With one blast. What the hell? Read on.
Being persecuted of vengeance.
Read.
And scattered abroad through the breath of thy power.
Read.
But thou hast ordered all things in measure and number and weight.
But he gives judgment in proportions. You instead of just doing it like that, a little fire, a little wildfire there, little volcano here, earthquake there. You understand? Read on.
For thou canst show thy strength at all times when thou wilt.
Whenever you ready, you can do that. Read.
And who may withstand the power of thine arm?
If you see the first responders, whatever defense or preparation they had, they couldn't stop the destruction of that city that came from the fire that comes from the Lord. Nobody can withstand the power of God. Don't let Esau's science trick you or deceive you. When the Lord get ready to destroy the earth with fervent heat, that's exactly what's going to happen. All right? Last scripture for me, 2 Corinthians 5 and 11.
That's a fire precept right there.
2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 11.
Read. Come on.
Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord.
Knowing what?
Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord.
Because a lot of people might not know, might not fully know. Just like he said he can make the seed of Abraham out of stones, he can make a new species of animals that come breathing fire out their damn mouth, fight beams out their eyes to destroy the people. If that's what he wanted to do, that at the sight of them, people will drop dead. Or he could just, boom, one blast, everybody gone. That's the terror of the Lord. That's the God that we serve. So knowing the terror of the Lord, read.
We persuade men.
We persuade men to do what? You better repent. You understand? You better, all manner of holy conversation and godliness. Knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. We use events like this that happen to persuade our people to repentance. Read.
But we are made manifest unto God. And I trust also are made manifest in your consciences.
All right, so that's it for me on the topic. Y'all brothers got something?
Yeah, let me get one scripture. Just to
and we need the bombs, man. What the hell wrong with y'all?
He just went crazy just now. I'm like King David. I'm shaking over it. Look, this is crazy. Like, y'all got to understand this. But watch this. Let's go to Psalm chapter 19 and read verse 9. Let's understand the judgments.
The book of Psalms, chapter 19 and verse 9. The fear of the Lord is clean.
The fear of the Lord, that's a clean thing. That's what you got to have. Go ahead.
Enduring forever.
And it endures forever. Come on.
The judgments of the Lord are true.
Guess what? It's true. The judgments that's going to come from disobedience, it's true. Read.
And righteous altogether.
And it's righteous altogether. Ain't nothing wrong with the judgments the Most High sins. What Cap just read is just the Most High was showing mercy. He just said, hey, I'm going to show a little mercy. Guess what? His judgments are righteous. We got to understand that. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Give me
test. Hey, get Amos 3 and 6 real quick. Just to land back off what leadership is bringing out. Christianity has destroyed our people's minds to think God is good all the time and all the time God is good. Now, don't get me wrong. God doing that is good. God takes pleasure in everything that he does, but it's not always going to be good in the sight of us. So understand that when you see places catch on fire, when you see tornadoes, when you see hurricanes, it's all of the Lord, like leadership brought out.
It's righteous.
Read that, Amos 3 and 6.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 6.
Come on.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?
It said the Lord will bring evil to your city. This is the Bible. This is the same Bible that's in the church, the same Bible that's on our shelf in the hotel room in the drawer. It's the same book, showing you that God brought that fire on them, just like they was bringing out.
praise to the Most High. So look, y'all, we're going to let y'all cool down a little bit. We're going to go to break. Right when we come back from the break, we're going to deal with the topic, the truth about TikTok. This is a hell of a topic, y'all. Y'all don't want to miss it. So don't go nowhere. Go use the bathroom real quick and then come right back, because we're going to be right back with more on Let's Talk Truth.
Yeah. Gotta put in them bricks. Putting in these bricks, man. 365. Day in, day out. That right. Yo. Ay, gotta put in them bricks. Yo.
Yo. In my city, them bullets fly. Bystanders and babies die. Funerals back to back. Can't nobody tell me why. There's seen so much death, I can't lie. I can't even cry. Gotta keep something with you, cause my brother got an evil eye. Time to tell who real or not. Women scheme, niggas plot. Hell, I ain't used to give a damn if I live or not. Yeah, they wanna put me in a box, fill me with 100 shots. So we just pray and watch. Plus we gotta feed the flock. So it's 365, man, the work don't stop. Keys to the killing, yo, we got it on lock. Made the world go round like hands on the clock. Don't fear no man, don't trust no cop. Stop sending to the campaign. We just do the work, we don't campaign. We gon' get it poppin' like champagne. Move around, cause we coming like a freight train. Yeah, we keep it hot like propane. We ain't going nowhere like a blood stain. Yeah, you ain't gon' stop nothing. We ain't duckin' no smoke, we ain't worried about nothing. Niggas see the works, we ain't gotta say nothing. Think we gon' force, got nothing coming. Niggas still sitting on the couch getting blunted, and we still at the bottom, so I gotta do something. Put in them bricks, yeah, we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah, we stay putting in bricks, gotta put in them bricks. Yeah, we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah, we stay putting in bricks, gotta put in them bricks. Yeah, we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah, we stay putting in bricks, gotta put in them bricks. Yeah, we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah, we stay putting in bricks, gotta put in them bricks.
I'ma tell the truth up in this world, it ain't no way that we gon' live. When I came up in this truth, I understood that we gon' live. If my blessings come from God, well, why I'm cursed up in the field? Cause you niggas like to lie, and you niggas like to steal. Covet other people's lies, now you niggas wanna kill. In these streets, it ain't no love. You out there gon' keep it real. We blood in and we blood out. We the Israelites for real. We made a covenant with God. That just mean we made a deal. We was lost, but now we found. God made gods from out the ground to be kings up on the earth. But 3 shots just took them down. Now the prophets on the block trying to turn it all around. It take more than just some water, clean the blood up off the ground. It take me and it take you. It take Christ, it take the truth. Keep these laws, that's what you do. Do what's right to bear the fruit. Stay connected to the roots. You give up, that's when you lose. Do the work, put in your bricks. I know you don't
put in them bricks. Yeah, we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah, we stay putting in bricks. Gotta put in them bricks. Yeah, we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah, we stay putting in bricks. Gotta put in them bricks. Yeah, we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah, we stay putting in bricks. Gotta put in them bricks. Yeah, we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah, we stay putting in bricks. Gotta put in them bricks. Rain, you know you heard the thunder. Word going out, yo, we ducking all summer. You want us in the cell, they wanna put us under. We God put together, let no man put us under. Kill me if you wanna coming back with them hundreds. Only want the real, we ain't worried about numbers. Been a young lion in the concrete jungle. Sticking to the basics, gotta stay humble. Stacking these bricks like masons. We gon' get it in, be patient. Chose by God, embrace it. I'm a Jew, get it straight like braces. Face hard against they faces. Better cut them up like Jason. Living water all in my basin. The kingdom so close I can taste it. Proof a friend can't be hasty. Near my God adjacent. Pull up my triples, no chase. Sip slow, can't get wasted. Fresh kombucha and they straight out the box. Tryna put my brother in straight off the block. No chill till we back on top. Hood to hood is just me and my ox. Gotta do the most before I give up the ghost so the king come back, whichever one come first. Say you go hoe, we go 10 times more. It's in plain sight, can't say you ain't know. This word so gone, Babylon she a hoe, but the one for the folk gon' stay on go. Lamp stay lit, gotta stay on glow. Say it's what time I say no more. Put in them bricks, yeah we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah we stay putting in bricks, gotta put in them bricks. Yeah we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah we stay putting in bricks, gotta put in them bricks. Yeah we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah we stay putting in bricks, gotta put in them bricks. Yeah we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah we stay putting in bricks, gotta put in them bricks. Yeah we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah we stay putting in bricks, gotta put in them bricks. Yeah we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah we stay putting in bricks, gotta put in them bricks. Yeah we gotta put in them bricks. Yeah we stay putting in bricks, gotta put in them bricks.
Check.
Turn me up. Welcome back to Let's Talk Truth. All praise to the Most High. So we finna get into the topic, y'all, but we do gotta deal with one more segment. All right? The segment known as...
What the hell is this?
Can I hear it on what's the name? Okay, I'll pray to the Most High. All right, so now we damn near can call this Meanwhile in the Christian Church. that what the segment can damn near be called. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, that'd be a 5 segment.
But meanwhile in the Christian Church, look at what we have here. All right, play that for us.
Shout out to ATL.
The hell is this?
Let's get 1 John. Let's start here. 1 John chapter 4. 1 John chapter 4. Let's read verse 4. About the actual believers in Christ. The actual Christians. Let's read that.
The book of 1 John chapter 4 verse 4. Read. Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them.
So the true believers in Christ have overcome the Antichrist, right? Go ahead.
Because greater is he that is in you.
Greater is Christ that is in us than who?
Than he that is in the world.
Than he that is who?
Than he that is in the world.
So it's supposed to be a clear distinction between the people in the truth, the people following Christ, and the people in the world. We're supposed to be greater because Christ is greater within us. Go ahead.
They are of the world.
They are of the world. I'm supposed to be able to see a clip here on mute, right? That's the thing. That's the kicker about that, what we just showed. I'm supposed to be able to play a clip on mute and see, oh yeah, they follow the Bible. They just in the world. You understand? I'm supposed to be like, they are of the world. You know, I'm supposed to be able to point the world out, right? The Apostle John said, they are of the world. Go ahead.
Therefore speak they of the world.
The things that they speak of the world, read.
And the world heareth them.
Now, I know the Christian agenda behind it, right? What she say? Who said the Christian church boring? Well, you're not supposed to trim your ways to seek love.
Right.
The only way the world will hear you in terms of being cool and being not boring is if you're also of the world. Right. You understand? Read on.
We are of God.
So they are of the world. We are of God. Read.
He that knoweth God heareth us.
He that knoweth God hears us. Read.
He that is not of God heareth not us.
Read.
Hereby know we the spirit of truth.
This is how we know there is a spirit of truth. Read.
And the spirit of error.
And the spirit of error. One of the clear ways that you can see the distinction, right, is you could just play a clip of niggas in the club. Mm-hmm. And you could play a clip at us at the feast days in our beautiful garments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can turn up and praise the Lord, but spiritually, you can discern, okay, this the spirit of truth, this the spirit of error. They reveling. You understand? You got one that's praising the Lord in righteousness, and then you got another group that's reveling, which is a sin. It's supposed to be a distinction right there. And you played that on mute. Like, damn, what concert that was? Damn, what part out? What turn up session I missed?
Hold up.
Watch this, chapter 2, verse 15. I'm going to pass it over. This is a basic fundamental of following Christ. Read what you got.
1 John chapter 2 and verse 15.
Read.
Love not the world.
What?
Love not the world.
That whole nightclub scene and turning up and all that, how they doing it, that's of the world. God said we can't love that. We supposed to leave that. Go ahead.
Neither the things that are in the world.
Clubs is things that's of the world.
Right.
Supposed to have no love for that, Rito.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
So I ain't said it. God said it. Now some of y'all might feel like I'm reaching. Man, let them people listen.
Hey, in the comments.
Listen. Let me explain something, right? It's like I said, it's one thing to turn up for the Lord in righteousness. It's nothing wrong with David. He was dancing. He was turned up, right? But those women in that Christian nightclub have on immodest apparel. Their bodies are, it's not boundary. It's not the men on one side, women on one side.
Message.
The women wearing immodest apparel, they're all mingled together amongst one another. You don't think it's rods bumping up, grinding against asses? You don't think it's lust all in the midst of that?
Facts.
You understand? That is not how we turned up in the scriptures.
Hell no.
That is the spirit of error. You understand? Just like the damn club, I guarantee you some unmarried persons left that Christian nightclub based on twerking, little rubby touchy, whatever, and got it in, fornicated. You understand? That is clearly, if you spiritual, you're going to, listen, that is of the world. You understand? That is not of God. Romans 13 tell us about that. That chambering and one-tongueness, that partying, that reveling spirit, that's supposed to be left behind us if we really following Christ. That BS, that's of the world. Be not deceived. Y'all brothers got something?
This is America. No, that's it.
All right, I'll praise. So there you have it. That's today's segment of What the Hell Is This? You see that, you like, man, come on, the church didn't stoop that damn low, literally. They dropped it low.
Hey, Cap, just a few weeks ago, we had a pastor that's starting a weed dispensary out of his church, right?
Exactly.
The Christian church, they pulling out all the stops.
Who said the Christian church boring? Who said you can't get high? The Lord will lift you up.
One person said that, yeah.
All right, so anyway, I'll pray to the Most High. Now let's get into the topic, right? Today's topic is the truth about TikTok. Now, because we in America, a lot of us, we associate the ownership of things prevalent in America with, Esau. To Esau, right? Now, I'm going to tell y'all like this. Of course, American trial that portion of Esau does have a lot of power, right? They're at the top right now, per se, in terms of power. But in terms of ownership of a lot of these companies, a lot of these things that we use on a daily basis, Amalek and Moab is neck and neck. You understand? Between Amalek and Moab, I don't know who actually own the most things in the world in terms of companies. You understand?
Right.
For real. So the man that created TikTok, the greatest drug in the earth as we speak, per statistics, is a Moabite. All right? So, matter of fact, just play it so y'all can see his face. Play it real quick.
Take a breath. Zhang switched off the news and reminded himself that despite all of the negative media attention that TikTok was getting, business was going incredibly well. If you added up the combined revenue of Twitter...
Pause before I get into that. Let's open up with this concerning. Now that we know who's actually behind this, go to 2 Ezra chapter 15 real quick. Because a lot of us, since we on the other side of the world, we forget about Moab. We forget that they hate our guts damn near just as much as Esau. And they just as wicked because they've taken on that Babylonian spirit. They right in cahoots with them. 2 Ezra 15 about Asia. You know what I want?
Verse 46. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 46.
Read.
And thou Asia.
Thou Asia, Moab and Ammon, right? Go ahead.
That are partaker of the hope of Babylon.
Stop. So what we go over last time, y'all? What is the hope of Babylon? To dumb everybody down, make everybody docile so they can usurp control over the masses. That's the hope of Babylon. You wonder why all these Chinese created inventions and devices and all of that are in prevalent use in America. Because Asia is partaker of that hope.
Right.
Matter of fact, they really want to supplant America. They think they up next. Look at that.
They the head Shemite.
China.
They are partaker of the hope of Babylon. Read on.
And art the glory of her person.
Read.
Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast...
So when it says, and art the glory of her person, a lot of the things that's glorified in America is what? The famous 3 words. Made in China. You understand? Damn. For real, China been glorifying, been the cause of America's glory, a major factor in it, right? Read 47.
Woe be unto thee, thou wretch.
Read.
Because thou hast made thyself like unto her.
Moab, you done made yourself like the white man. Read on.
And has decked thy daughters in whoredom.
Read.
That they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee.
So all these nations that you ally with, you trying to please them. You understand? You trying to impress them. God calling them out. Read on.
Thou hast followed her.
You has followed Babylon. Read.
That is hated in all her works and inventions.
So stop. Babylon, what did Babylon invent? Facebook, YouTube.
Message.
You understand? All these manners of inventions to, penetrate our minds by way of what they call algorithms, right?
Right.
You understand? To gain control and influence the masses of people to do evil. You understand? Asia has followed her, that is hated in all those abominations, all those wicked inventions. Meaning what? Moab saw Esau create that. They said, we can do it better. We can do it better. You understand?
Come on, man.
And the same things that God hates. Read on.
Therefore saith God, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death.
So y'all ain't up next, just so y'all know. All right, but go back to the video. Go back a couple of seconds. I didn't want to top it up with that right there. Like I said, we been forgetting about the Moab, man. Moabite. He took a bite out of Babylon pie.
Moabite.
All right? All right, play. Looking like Jet Li. Jackie Chan. Come on. Come on, guys.
Just started.
All right. Somebody say something. Say something slick.
Shalom.
Say something slick so we can slide.
Come on,
That's
guys.
not it.
Man, you know this. Nah, because I don't want to jump.
Go ahead
on it.
Yeah. All right.
I got a precept. Let me get that.
But we ain't got time for a whole precept. Nah, this is a little nugget to drop on the people. All right. Yep, there you go. There we go. All right, we good now. Put that on the screen. Let's go.
Zoom, Dropbox, Lyft, Snapchat, Shopify, Airbnb, Stripe, Groupon, and Spotify all together, it still wouldn't be as high as the revenue of ByteDance. The company's biggest product by far is TikTok, which in less than 4 years has passed 3 billion global downloads. But ByteDance are now working on several other apps that perhaps have even bigger potential. They already make more money than Netflix, have around double the employees of Facebook, and are expanding worldwide at an unprecedented speed. And yet, how much do you really know about ByteDance? Sure, you've seen TikTok promoted everywhere, and possibly use it yourself, but did you ever stop to think how this simple Chinese video app suddenly took over the world? You see, if you're like me and had dismissed TikTok as just a cringy app for kids, lip-syncing and dancing, you're wrong. In less than a decade, ByteDance have gone from a 4-bedroom apartment in China where the electricity kept cutting out to becoming a global empire that is shaping not just social media, but technology, politics, and much, much more.
Sheesh. So a lot of us don't know this, right? TikTok is under the parent company of ByteDance. ByteDance has a lot of. He just dropped a little nugget in there, but we gonna spin the block at the end to really put y'all on game. It is the actual company behind TikTok, which is ByteDance, right? But I want y'all to understand what is taking place. TikTok is what propelled that company and fueled that company and brought people in. 3 billion downloads, right? Mm-hmm. So through TikTok, they're going to be able to promote and influence and basically sway billions of people to everything else that they push out. And ByteDance company is not just a social media thing. Like you said, they have things involved with politics, education, you understand? Right. Distribution. They trying to overthrow Amazon. Y'all don't know. Moab got plans what they looking at. But most I gonna disappoint them plans. But like I said, a lot of this stuff we don't really know. We don't realize. You understand? But how did TikTok how were they able to get 3 billion downloads in 4 years? What is it that draws so many people to TikTok? What? It's that A word, y'all. All right, watch this. Let's play that. Let's get into this.
Okay, has anyone else noticed that your For You page has been a little too accurate lately? It hasn't been things that I'll Google or I talk about. It's been thoughts.
TikTok knows everything about us.
Hold up, don't scroll. Let me ask you something first. Can someone please explain how this algorithm works?
TikTok users often wonder how the world's fastest growing social network seems to know them so well.
TikTok's secretly listening to us while we're watching videos? I don't know.
The answer to how this app gets to know you so intimately is a highly secretive algorithm, long guarded by TikTok's China-based parent company, ByteDance.
TikTok has been so successful in terms of implementing their algorithms. TikTok's algorithm can influence the thinking of US youth.
To understand how it knows users so well, the Wall Street Journal created over 100 automated TikTok accounts, or bots, that watched hundreds of thousands of videos on the app. We also spoke to current and former executives at the company. Officially, the company says that shares, likes, follows, and what you watch all play a role in what TikTok shows you. We found that TikTok only needs one of these to figure you out: how long you linger over a piece of content. Every second you hesitate or rewatch, the app is tracking you.
Just want to quiet the noise.
Through this one powerful signal, TikTok learns your most hidden interests and emotions, and drives you deep into rabbit holes of content that are hard to escape.
Alrighty. Let's get that in Ezekiel 28. Now we revealed that Moab created this, right? But be not ignorant. You understand? He partnered with Esau in terms of the development of the algorithm.
Don't fall for it.
So, and remember, we just read he's partaker of the hope of Babylon. So let's read some about Babylon. Read that, 28 and 3.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 28 and verse 3.
Yeah.
Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel.
Read.
There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
So when it says that they're wiser than Daniel, right, it's not talking about the wisdom of God and prophecy. It's talking about Daniel's understanding in science, technology. You understand? They are wiser than Daniel, and there is what?
There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
What that's telling you is, it's nothing. Through their technology and their science, they can penetrate your thoughts, what you're going to do next. You understand? Your innermost desires is nothing that's hid from them in the name of their technology. You understand? That's what the algorithm does. It learns everything about you inside and out in order to penetrate your mind and control you and keep you hooked. All right? Go back to the video. Come on.
My happy guy. Oh, just a happy.
The TikTok is religious.
Oh,
have
God.
a purpose, and you still
Y'all,
have a
come
plan
on
for
now.
my
That
life.
ain't. Go back. It's supposed to be 145. Just play. Play so you can see where you. There you go. Right there. Play. Press play. Okay. Good God.
For those watching and you're not familiar with TikTok, maybe you never downloaded TikTok, understand everything they saying, this is real. If you worked in a school, if you got teenagers and you deal with them, you see that everything they're showing us in this video is really controlling the minds of our people.
All right, let that play. Come on.
An endless string of videos in your For You feed. Take this new user, a 24-year-old from Henry County, Kentucky. TikTok starts by serving the account a selection of very popular videos vetted by app moderators. Is this person religious?
Because I still have a purpose, and you still hold a plan for my life.
Do they want to participate in viral dances? Are they feeling down lately?
Just remember, I loved you once, and that love goes for a friend, family, or any relationship.
What TikTok doesn't know is that the 24-year-old from Kentucky isn't a person at all. It's one of the bot accounts programmed by the Wall Street Journal. Let's call it Kentucky 96. We set up these accounts to understand how TikTok figures out your unexpressed interests. We assigned each bot a date of birth and an IP address, which told TikTok their location. None were given a gender. We gave each bot or user interests, but those interests were never entered into the app. The only way our users expressed their interests was by rewatching or pausing on videos with related hashtags or images. Some were into extreme sports. Others were interested in forestry, or dance, or astrology.
I'm not the babysitter, I'm not the parent.
Or some other topic.
Keep scrolling if you hate animals.
For all our accounts, we found that TikTok draws users in at first by serving a wide variety of videos, many with millions of views. Then, as the algorithm sees what you respond to, the selection of videos and the view counts can get lower and lower, with fewer of them vetted by moderators to see if they violate TikTok's terms of service. We reviewed our experiment and its results with a data scientist, an algorithm expert, and Guillaume Chasleau, a former Google engineer who worked on YouTube's algorithm. He's now an advocate for algorithm transparency. He says TikTok is different from other social media platforms.
The algorithm on TikTok can get much more powerful, and it can be able to learn your vulnerabilities much faster.
In fact, TikTok fully learned many of our account's interests in less than 2 hours. Some it figured out in less than 40 minutes.
On YouTube, more than 70% of the views come from the recommendation engine. So it's already huge, but on TikTok it's even worse. It's probably like 90-95% of the content that is seen that comes from the recommendation engine.
Pause. Listen, go get that in Psalms chapter 64. I want y'all to understand what the Edomite, what he just said. He said that the 90 to 95% of content on TikTok is based on the recommendation engine, right? Based on what the data that they've collected from your watch time and so on and so forth.
What?
And he says what differentiates TikTok, why they're more dominant in that particular area than the other apps, is because they penetrate your vulnerability. You understand? It's not all about just, we're trying to feed you and educate you and make, give you good stuff. They penetrate your vulnerability. It's not about what you would, what it say in Romans 7, that which I would do, I do not.
Right.
They not trying to give you what you would like. You understand? They are trying to, the things that that which I hate, that do I. The things that you can't resist, that you wish you could, but you just can't, what will pull you in. That's what they want. That's what they trying to detect, and that's what they gonna feed you. You understand? Read what you got.
The book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 5.
Read.
They encourage.
No, 6.
Verse 6.
Come on.
They search out iniquities.
They do what?
They search out iniquities.
They search out vulnerabilities. You understand? You got to think they got thousands of people hired daily to sit and watch and detect and analyze how long you watch a video, whether it's 13 seconds or 3 seconds. They doing mathematical equations and all that and factoring in the next video, finding the different categories to push down your damn feed. They search these vulnerable. That's a hard word to say. Goodness gracious. They search out vulnerabilities.
They accomplish a diligent search.
They accomplish a diligent. That's how serious they take it, y'all. When I say a diligent search, is people, this is their full-time job. This is how they feed their family, being nosy. By way of technology, which takes it to an entirely different, a satanic level. You understand? Read on.
Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Is what?
And the heart is deep.
It's not just about, you know what I'm saying, getting you to download the app.
Hell no.
It's about getting you sucked into the app where it becomes a essential part of your life. That way, once it's an essential part of your life, like a drug, something that you do habitually on a daily basis, whatever they want to push through that app will make it through the walls of your mind that it is broken down and influence you, whether it be a purchase, a political belief, an agenda, whatever the case may be. Once you hooked to that level, you understand? They got you. That's how deep they thinking with the development of these algorithms. It's not just to get you to cause you to enjoy yourself. No. You understand? These people thinking deep. Go to the next timestamp. Y'all should have already been proactive in trying to scrub there. What y'all doing? 5 minutes and 11 seconds.
Journey, it starts moving around within the mainstream, where TikTok is trying to puzzle out what it wants. We programmed Kentucky 96 to be interested in sadness and depression. Let's see how long it takes TikTok to figure that out.
Life doesn't happen to you, life happens for you. So if life is taking people away from your life and putting new ones in.
Less than 3 minutes into using TikTok, at its 15th video, Kentucky 96 pauses on this.
And that love goes for a friend, family, or any relationship.
Kentucky 96 watches the 35-second video twice. Here, TikTok gets its first inkling that perhaps the new user is feeling down lately.
Whoever comes, let them come. Whoever stays, let them stay. Whoever goes, let them go.
The information contained in this single video provided the app with important clues. The author of the video, the audio track, the video description, the hashtags. After Kentucky 96's first sad video, TikTok serves another one 23 videos later, or after about 4 more minutes of watching.
I'll leave you alone from now on if that's what you want.
This one is a breakup video with the hashtag sad.
You know why I leave you alone? Because I care about your feelings more than mine.
TikTok's still trying to suss out this new user with more high view count videos. Does the new user want to watch videos about friendship? Or to laugh at funny fail videos?
Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
Or do they like videos about home repairs?
Go to the next timestamp. So basically, this is how they do their process of, you know what I'm saying, basically concluding what type of person you are, what type of content. Right? We're going to give them a variety. We're going to let them do this to see how they react to this, react to that. And whatever draws them, we're going to take that. Okay, it could be breakup. It could be sadness. It could be depression. It could be, we're going to, you know what I'm saying? It's a narrowing down process. Right? Go back to the video.
Never thought I'd lose my freedom over a virus.
For instance, Kentucky 96 saw lots about Kentucky. But whether or not it keeps showing you that type of video depends on your response to it. A TikTok spokeswoman said the app does not listen to your microphone or read text messages to serve you personalized videos. At video 57, Kentucky 96 keeps watching a video about heartbreak and hurt feelings. And then, at video 60, watches one about emotional pain. Based on the videos rewatched so far, TikTok thinks that maybe this user wants to see more about love, breakups, and dating. So at about 80 videos and 15 minutes in, the app starts serving more about relationships. But Kentucky 96 isn't interested.
Your voice, your smile, your eyes, your laugh.
The user instead pauses on one about mental health. Then quickly swipes past videos about missing an ex.
I miss you, and I like having you around.
Advice about moving on, and how to hold a lover's interest.
He spends more time on his phone when he's around you.
Kentucky 96 lingers over this video containing the hashtag depression.
Something's wrong with me.
And these videos about suffering from anxiety.
It's like a reward.
After 224 videos into the bot's overall journey, or about 36 minutes of total watch time, TikTok's understanding of Kentucky 96 takes shape. Videos about depression and mental health struggles outnumber those about relationships and breakups. From here on, Kentucky 96's feed is a deluge of depressive content. 93% of videos shown to the account are about sadness or depression.
So in under an hour, you understand, they knew what type of person, through the algorithm, developed the perfect algorithm for you. This shows you the importance of discipline. Can we get that in Sirach chapter 18, verse 30? You understand? Because it would take you down a rabbit hole of what you're vulnerable to. You understand what you really don't need to be indulging in to occupy your time. You understand? That's drugs. That's literally what drugs is. Message. Read what you got. Watch this.
The book of Sirach, chapter 18 and verse 30.
Go ahead.
Go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thine appetites.
In the context of social media, that's the things that are entertaining to you, the things that's intriguing, the things that you're curious about. You understand? We have to learn how to unplug and not give ourselves over to those things and overly indulge in them. This is why. Read on.
If thou givest thy soul the desires that please her,
if you indulge in those things, read,
she will make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies.
Oh well, like ha 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 ha. More money for me, stupid nigga. You understand? Right. Literally, they laughing to the bank based on your vulnerability. Vulnerability. I cannot say that
vulnerability.
Vulnerability. To your lust. You understand? To your lust. They laughing to the bank. Read.
That malign thee.
All right, so that's it. So go back to the video. It's a lot more. 9:25. Come on.
And said that some of the remaining 7% of videos are to help the user discover different content. But for Kentucky 96, such videos were few and far between. The majority of videos it was shown outside of its depressive rabbit hole were ads. A TikTok spokeswoman said that the simulated activity generated by the Wall Street Journal's bots is not representative of real user behavior because humans have a diverse set of interests. But even some of our accounts with diverse interests rabbit-holed. We showed our data and many of the videos seen by Kentucky 96 to Shazlo.
What we see on TikTok is a bit the same that what we saw on YouTube. So basically the algorithm is detecting that this depressing content is useful to create engagement and pushes depressing content. So the algorithm is pushing people towards more and more extreme content so it can push them toward more and more watch time.
TikTok also says it allows you to see less of something by selecting the not interested button. But Shazlo says that's not enough.
The algorithm is able to find the piece of content that you're vulnerable to, that will make you click, that will make you watch. But it doesn't mean you really like it, and that's the content that you enjoy the most. It's just the content that's the most likely to make you stay on the platform.
Our bots only escaped rabbit holes when...
All right, go to the next time step. 11 minutes. Send you down a rabbit hole. Come on.
The recommendations got more personalized and narrow. Bots with an interest in sexual content wound up way out here, watching #KingTalk videos about sexual power dynamics. And our bot with a general interest in politics wound up being served videos about election conspiracies and QAnon.
First order of business is impeach Biden and Kamala. Goes from the House to the Senate.
Deep in the niche worlds of TikTok, users are more likely to encounter potentially harmful content that is less vetted by moderators and violates the app's terms of service.
Make them angry and sad. They would be so much happier.
Right, so that's basically, you start with depression videos, eventually because the algorithm can only produce so much, before you know it, you thrown to the wolves. Now you're in the midst of the non-moderated content that just made it, didn't get vetted, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Right.
And it's the deepest and darkest things like suicide, right? Now you contemplating killing your damn self. Go to the last time stamp, 12:12.
And life-affirming content on TikTok. But while TikTok can draw out what makes you laugh, it can also make you wallow in your darkest thoughts.
Turning the pain from mental to physical work.
Without ever needing to eavesdrop on you or collect any personal information about you.
I've never attempted suicide or anything. I've never let it get that far.
Whether it's on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, we're interacting with algorithm in our everyday life more and more. We are training them and they're training us. So we have to study this so we understand it better and we don't let it go in directions that are harmful to society or to certain groups of people.
This is, he said, we are training them and they are training us.
Oh my God!
Go to the next video, still dealing with the algorithm. Now, this video going to show that some of the stuff that they said was capped. Because they said that a person that used to work there was like, we don't use such and such and such and such. All right, watch this. 8 minutes, 21 seconds. All right. 8 minutes and 21 seconds. All right. Somebody say something clever for the people.
Hey, I want a scripture then.
No. Hey, see, I just be needing something to fill in a little 5 seconds of dead air. All right, come on. Play the video. They got it.
There you go.
Goodness gracious. I thought they had it. Whatever.
Side of TikTok that you on is not because you woke up and said, I want to be on that side of TikTok. They watching everything y'all are scrolling on and they're sending you there. Whether it's Kink Talk, Book Talk, Cook Talk, they sending you to these places.
That sound like the from 8 Mile. Hickory Doc, what do you say? All right, we got, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Come on, guys. Y'all getting close.
The sound.
All right. Go back 10 seconds. Go back 10 seconds. All right, there you go. Play it. Come on. Damn. Are you serious? Satan busy, boy. Satan like, y'all ain't gonna care down my damn TikTok.
Satan like, we run
Hell
this.
wrong with y'all.
We run the internet.
Damn.
Man.
Goodness gracious, y'all. Bear with us. Bear with us.
When you watch, if anybody that deal with whether TikTok, YouTube Shorts, whatever, you notice they stingy with the IUIC videos though. You can mess up your algorithm from truth videos in just 2 seconds compared to you watch 1,000 IUIC videos.
Right.
They still gonna give you Amalek when you go to sleep at night. You wake up, how the hell did Joel Osteen end up on the screen.
Some
That's
random.
Not, you see what I'm saying? That's what they do. Just helping out to you out a little bit. Y'all ready now?
They keep on going 5 seconds above it. It's goodness. All right, put it just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Ah man, just
hey, go 5 seconds.
No. Just stop messing with it. Just stop messing with it. See, all this talking we could have been doing, it could have been there. All right, just scale it back and then let us talk for a second. And when it get to the time, put it on the screen. Let's go back. All right. So we're gonna talk for a few seconds while it gets to the point.
Because it's about to be there.
All right. I'll pray I'll pray to the Most High. But as y'all can see, listen, it's a lot of this stuff be deeper than you think. We don't understand the depths of Satan and what he would go to control the masses, to take our minds away from God. All right, put that on the screen. Let's go. Here we go. Come on.
And since you're not reliant on your social circle for content, you'll never run out of interesting videos to watch. You're just one flick away from something totally random and new. Psychologists have found parallels between this and the effect of playing a slot machine in a casino. So when you combine that with the never-ending scroll effect, which tricks our brains into not knowing when to stop using the app, it's easy to see why people get sucked in. ByteDance even added a feature where when you press the back button, it shows you a new video. You have to double tap the button to actually get out of the app.
I'm addicted to TikTok now.
I've just downloaded it myself and I can't take my eyes off the videos.
I spent between 7 to 8 hours. You just keep on scrolling, like you just lose track of time whilst you're on there.
You open this app, you start swiping, and before you know it, 3 hours of your life is gone and you've achieved basically nothing.
Now we're gonna look back at the effects of what that does to the brain. What effect does that have on the rest of your life?
Jeez. TikTok rewires your psyche, bruh. Come on, bruh. You can't make this up. Go to the next timestamp, 2320. Say something.
If you notice, there's not many of us going against that. What the video just showed is like it's a lot of Esau saying, "Hey, what TikTok does to you," but the Negro, they love it. They just sitting relaxed. This right here is destroying our youth.
Cause the Negro, they don't want to get no job. They don't want to go to school. They don't
There
want
we
to do
go.
nothing.
All right, there we go. All right, go to the screen. So, like I said, some of that stuff was capped. Watch this. They collected more than just your watch time. All right, play that.
Inside arbitrarily. TikTok asks for access to your videos, your photos, your microphone, your camera, and your contacts.
TikTok also collects information about the messages that you send, about the apps that you use, the other apps on your phone. It collects the sites that you visit. It collects your search history. It collects your keystrokes. It collects your location data.
Wait.
There is nothing that's hid from them.
Damn.
When you download TikTok, you like that. You can't wait to use it. You didn't select it.
You didn't see all the
You
side
didn't gave
effects.
them access to your contacts, your messages, your usage on every app, on your damn phone, your camera, your mic,
your bank
every
account.
damn thing. Damn. That's how they developed that addictive ass algorithm. All right, now go to the next. Go to 2822, right? 2822.
That's
You heard
crazy.
the girl,
as
she was
hell.
like, it's like they see my thoughts. Or one of the girls at the
Yeah,
beginning.
there we go. All right, put it on the screen. Come on, put it on the screen. Let's go.
Stop to think about it. For example, what happens when a paedophile joins the app and what they want to see is underage girls dancing provocatively?
If you're looking at a lot of kids dancing sexually, it's going to give you more kids dancing sexually.
Here's a video showing a young girl in class on the floor in her school uniform. It's attracted hundreds of comments, mainly from much older men. A lot of the accounts he follows were mostly young girls. I saw that there was one as young as 7.
So basically, whatever evil concupiscence, can we hit that Wisdom of Solomon 4:12? While y'all go to 31 minutes and 30 seconds. Work on that while we read this. Wisdom of Solomon 4 verse 12.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 12.
Read.
For the bewitching of naughtiness doth obscure things that are honest.
The bewitching of algorithms. Why? Because how do we know it's bewitching? Remember that the scriptures say the spirit of your mind, right? Mm-hmm. The nerves is what the mind uses to, you understand, that that communicates what you're thinking to act out in your body and your speech, your actions, right?
Right.
So they know how to penetrate neurons like dopamine. That's witchcraft. The bewitching of naughtiness does what?
And the wandering of concupiscence.
The bewitching of naughtiness does what?
For the bewitching of naughtiness doth obscure things that are honest.
Goodness gracious. Go ahead.
And the wandering of concupiscence.
The wandering or the browsing of concupiscence. Concupiscence is evil lust. Mm-hmm. So like they said, if a pedophile get on TikTok, he can end up in paradise. Seeing straight kid videos, inappropriate skin. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now, dog.
He can end up in paradise. This is why, like we read in 2 Ezra 15, Moab has followed Babylon in the abominations of the inventions that they have created. This is a wicked ass invention right here. Can we get that 2 Ezra 9 and 20 real quick? 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 20. Watch this.
2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 20.
Read.
So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril.
There was danger. Why?
Because of the devices that were come into it.
Because of shit like TikTok. You understand? I go play that clip. Come on. Don't tell me.
Example is the promotion of completely unsafe products. One girl who struggled with an eating disorder found that her feed was filled with videos advertising unregulated weight loss pills and harmful crash diets. When she made a video calling TikTok out for allowing this content, her post got deleted.
Because I said this app is promoting eating disorders.
Right. So she tried to address the BS and they deleted her. You see what I'm saying? So they know what the hell they doing. Now go to the next video about mental health. All right, how to fix the mental health. Come on. There we go. Let's play it.
DID typically occurs between the ages of 6 and 9.
Experts warning about what they call a troubling trend on TikTok that could leave some teens believing they have a serious mental disorder.
Hello.
Posts with the hashtag dissociative identity disorder and borderline personality disorder viewed hundreds of millions of times. Some of those videos listing possible signs to look out for and encouraging viewers to self-evaluate. 18-year-old Samantha Fridley says she was convinced she was suffering from one of those conditions.
I remember just seeing these videos like on my For You page about just like people saying like, oh, here's signs you may have this disorder. Like it was like bipolar or like borderline or all these different like rare disorders I've never even heard of before. And my mind like would just be like, you know, like maybe I don't have just depression and anxiety, maybe it's something else.
According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, borderline personality disorder is extremely rare. Only 1.4% of the U.S. adult population is estimated to have this condition, and it is rarely diagnosed in adolescence.
If you spend 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes viewing people talk about these disorders over and over and over again, that can make it seem like these conditions are a lot more prevalent than they actually are in the world.
After working with a therapist for a long time, I started realizing, you know, that I don't have borderline, I don't have dissociative identity, I don't have bipolar.
Right, so basically, now it's another clip, I believe we played it, it was in the first clip about the TikTok brain. Right, the doctor mentioned that the ADHD rates are higher. More kids are developing it based on the consumption of the app. Basically, by you browsing and looking into those spirits can enter into you. This stuff is spiritual. That's why it says evil communication corrupts good manners. You understand? Watch this. Can we get Matthew 8 real quick? Matthew chapter 8, verse 16. just to show you that this stuff is spiritual. All these mental health disorders that TikTok is either bringing out from the person or whatever, that to let more unclean spirits dive into them, or it's just simply they're implanting this stuff in your mind. Watch this, Matthew 8:16.
The book of Matthew, chapter 8 and verse 16.
Yeah.
When the even was come, they brought unto him many that were possessed with devils.
Read.
And he cast out the spirits with his word.
Read.
And healed all that were sick.
So what I want y'all to understand is, I know that we're used to, when we think of sickness and things of that nature, we just think that there's something dealing with, anatomy, science, whatever the case may be. But the Bible is telling us that those sicknesses, those mental health disorders are spirits. Mm-hmm. You understand? Like in Matthew 17, the brother that brought his son, like he's a lunatic.
Right.
There was a spirit, a devil that had to be cast out of them. TikTok is literally a realm of all these different devils. They all captured within these 60-second clips, and they're getting poured into the spirits of your children. That's why it's a spike in ADHD diagnosis and things of that nature, because you gave your child over to these devices. Message! And these devices putting spirits in them. All right, let's skip, y'all. We're going to have to skip a lot of stuff. I want to go ahead and get to the challenges. All right, go back to the video. Go to the 10-minute mark in 11 seconds. All right, yep, that video. 10 minutes, 11 seconds. La 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 la. All right, go ahead and put it on the screen. Let's go.
Be more professional and interesting. Then, step 2, challenges. If you remember the viral Ice Bucket Challenge in 2014, well, so did ByteDance. They realized that if they created challenges within the app that were easy for people to replicate, like a certain dance, it meant people didn't even have to think about original creative content. They could join in by just doing the challenge.
So that's one of the ways that they recruited. They was able to get billions of downloaders and users or whatever the case through the challenges, right? So let's look at some of the challenges. Put that on the screen. Watch this, y'all. Come on.
A lot of people follow trends that are set forth on TikTok. And this particular trend is called Rip Me Out the Plastic because I've been acting brand new. It's a lyric by Lotto from her song Put It on the Floor, where you see people on TikTok having plastic bags over their head and they're being ripped out of the plastic and all that other stuff. But it's going to be all fun and games until somebody actually gets seriously harmed or a child dies due to that silly trend. And so I want to say, I get it. Kiki, ha-ha, I like to have fun too. But I think we need to think seriously about some of the things that we are trying to make hot and viral, because nobody wants to ever hear a story of somebody being harmed. And then you're starting to see parents do the trend with their children. Knock it off, grow up, and be a better example.
Now, you see, this was when it first hit the airwaves, right? Mm-hmm. She foresees that even somebody gonna get hurt doing this dumbass trend.
Right.
So now put that on the screen. You could just read it first and then play it.
Rapper Mulatto is being sued for $2.7 million after woman dies from, quote unquote, Rip Me Out the Plastic Challenge.
That's allegedly. She's allegedly being sued. Read on.
According to the deceased woman's sister.
Yeah, put it on the screen. What y'all doing? Put it on the screen. Go ahead.
She suffocated to death after putting a plastic bag over her head while doing the viral Rip Me Out of the Plastic TikTok challenge.
Come on.
She just couldn't get that bag off her head.
Go ahead.
Sister of the deceased woman, rapper Mulatto, has yet to respond.
Now play the audio.
Complex object in the universe is the human brain. 86 billion neurons, each with 10,000 connections. And for those who don't know what neurons are, those are the things that the nerve cells that send the messages to your body, tell you to walk, talk, and all that good shit.
Right.
And the thing with that many neurons, it's some motherfuckers out here that's stupid as hell. I don't get it. Let's see what else we got. Most complex object.
The wandering of concubines undermines the simple mind. It destroys your damn neurons.
Right.
Message. All right, now go. Let's get some more challenges. Which I might have to. Damn. Damn. Yeah, because we only got like 5 minutes. So yeah, just go ahead, go down to. Because there's some worse challenges than a crate challenge, though.
You know, the challenge where they jumped in the air and the two people next to them tripled from behind.
Hey, get Proverbs 22 and 3 real quick while I make up my mind. Proverbs 22, verse 3.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
A prudent man foreseeth the evil.
Any man with really common sense, plastic bag, we don't play like that. Right? Somebody gonna die. A prudent man foresees the evil, read.
And hideth himself.
I ain't doing that. Go ahead.
But the simple.
I wanna get views. I wanna get likes. I wanna get attention. I'm in the TikTok. I'm hypnotized by TikTok. Right. Read.
Pass on and are punished.
And that punishment could be death. All right. Now, with set TikTok up, one of the main challenges that made TikTok boom for black folks was the crate challenge. All right, can we get that Instagram clip up first of our sister? All right, put that on the screen. Come on. Play. Press play. Put it on the screen, press play.
Hey, your hands can't touch it either. Don't go up there.
Wait. Put it back off.
Oh, shit. Y'all ready?
Yeah. So, now, you get me Ciroc 3 and 26. So, look, listen. She went from a full functioning human being to a prosthetic doll. Y'all see, she looked like a damn dog, like the home ec dolls they give you in school.
Damn. She gone.
For real. She looked like she was inoperable in terms of a human being. She was a damn doll. You understand? Damn. She paralyzed. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 26.
Go ahead.
A stubborn heart shall fare evil at the last.
Right, you stubborn. You seen all them damn fails, literally, at the crate challenges. But you don't want to hear that, though. You say you're going to fare evil at the last, read.
And he that loveth danger.
He that what?
He that loveth danger.
These stupid ass TikTok challenges, read.
Shall perish therein.
You'll die. Watch this. Let's see the death. I want the short. All right, we skip. Yeah, there we go. Play that. Oh, we just saw somebody be paralyzed. Now let's see this right here. Somebody perishing. Come on. Quickly. Come on.
Anybody know his name?
Deceased. Person deceased. So we saw somebody paralyzed, somebody deceased. And there's many more challenges where people died, deceased, got locked up, property got damaged, people destroyed, kids destroyed. It was called the damn something lick. Damn. No. A lick, like when you hit a lick. Mm-hmm. It was an adjective in front of the word licks, like something lick. But that was a challenge kids did at school, and they would put themselves on TikTok taking computers, taking supplies. Then they just started just doing stupid shit like destroying the toilets in the damn bathrooms. Yes. All right. So play the outro, play the last thing, the last clip. So just to get the conclusion of their matter. All right. It's back to the main video we've been watching, y'all. All right, 46:54. All right.
Yeah, that's crazy as heck, man.
Yep. Hey,
that lady went.
I wish we had more time because it's a lot more to this subject. It's a lot more content we had for it. But go ahead, put that on the screen. Come on.
ByteDance have much bigger plans than just being a content platform. They want to disrupt everything. Short videos is just the start. The obvious next step is long-form video, which is why the Chinese version of TikTok is allowing videos up to 15 minutes long. But ByteDance have a totally separate app called Watermelon, specifically designed for longer content, that should not only have YouTube worried, but also streaming giants like Netflix. ByteDance have already made licensing deals with the BBC, PBS, and many more. They even hired the ex-head of Disney+. But ByteDance's plans are much bigger than video. ByteDance have been very vocal about entering the gaming market and have bought multiple game publishing companies already. At one point, 3 of the top 5 mobile games in China were from ByteDance. They also recently announced plans to hire over 10,000 new employees for some new education-related apps. They're even entering financial technology, cloud hosting, and search. ByteDance also already have a business software called Lark, which combines email, chat, video calls, calendars, and cloud document storage. They also quietly launched a new division called ByteDance Plus, which sells AI to other businesses. In China, ByteDance are also doubling down on their messaging apps and have started putting huge ads for their apps all over the Chinese version of TikTok. You can certainly expect that at some point, ByteDance will start directing TikTok users to some of their many other apps and services. Because whilst TikTok was their first big international hit, it's just the beginning. It's a tool that will help them build their empire. Most people have never even heard of ByteDance and just think of TikTok as some silly short video app. But let's be clear, ByteDance already have over 110,000 employees in over 200 cities around the world and are expanding rapidly into more industries than anyone can keep track of. Truthfully, it's impossible to know for sure exactly where ByteDance is heading and how powerful they're going to become. But one thing is clear, Zhang Yiming's dream of building a company as borderless as Google has become a reality. Now,
do y'all understand what the hell we just watched? By way of TikTok, that being the gateway drug to everything else they are acquiring and plan on acquiring is gonna get them beyond Google. You understand? Y'all understand what TikTok is deeper than what the hell I'm telling you.
The lab rats.
Habakkuk 2:9, and we're gonna close out, man. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 9. It's the judgment. But I want y'all to understand. But like when y'all pray to the Lord, you know, we be like, and lead us not into temptation. You need to start praying. Lead us not into TikTok. You understand? Lead us not into the overconsumption of these apps. These things are literally to take hold of your spirit and put spirits on you and to be able to usurp control over you. You understand? I'll pray to the Most High. The Most High put the spirit on us to be able to flood these ways with content like this to reach our people and pull our people out of it. But if you in the truth and you got the knowledge, listen, stay your ass on IUIC TV. You're going to find yourself caught up in the algorithm. Right. You understand? Read what you got.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Read.
Woe to him that coveted an evil covetousness to his house.
That's Moab. They coveting an evil covetousness. They basically want to be the world's next superpower.
Right.
Even though God said Esau is the end of the world. You understand? They trying to take the throne by way of these evil inventions. Go ahead.
That he may set his nest on high.
He trying to exalt himself. Read.
That he may be delivered from the power of evil.
That he may be delivered. He trying to acquire all the wealth, all the money. You understand? So he won't be able to be touched by the other nations. Guess what? ain't nothing you can do can stop Christ from coming back. Like Lord said, all it takes for me is one blast. You understand? Damn. So just know the judgment for these nations, and that's why we not supposed to fear, be afraid, be troubled. Listen, it's written. The judgment written, y'all. Let's make sure we stay in the spirit, watch, and overcome the temptations, the snares that they lay before us, all right? But that's the truth about TikTok. It was a lot more, but the Lord's willing, y'all was able to glean from that, get edified. Make sure y'all tune in to the Bible book of our fathers. Shalom, Most High, Christ bless.
Most High, Christ.
All you do is run your mouth, hear the truth when it's coming out.